Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Egypt is to launch the strategy to develop auto industry, encourage electric vehicles manufacturing. So to shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have this phone with Dr. Mostafa Waly, former chairman of the Egyptian Industries Federation and the economic expert. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. But first of all, I was the general manager of the Federation of Egyptian Industry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, Dr. Waly, now how do you see the importance of Egypt's transition to electric cars? How would it save or reduce the cost for the citizens compared for the gasoline prices?
Well, actually, if we get into this important turn in our industry, in this very important industry, automotive industry, the aggregates of the cost of having the car and serving the car and fueling and all this, it's a long story actually, and it's over the years it was always a study and development. This time is different issue. We are talking about different fuel. We are talking about different construction of the automotive itself. Because we will have electric motors, we will have different interior of the prime mover of the vessel itself. So when we get to costing, then it will be different perspective. The most important thing, why is it important that we get to this kind of industry, why we turn into electrification of transportation in general, because it's not only, we are not talking about passenger cars, we are talking about trucks and buses and all this, and that's the trend all over the world. The essential need and why was this demand coming up, it has to do with the whole problem which the world is facing now, is the climate change due to the increase in the temperature and which is coming directly, if you go into the series, is coming mostly from the fossil fuel, which is used now either to have electricity by gas stations or fossil fuel stations generating, or in the automotive, in the transportation. And frankly speaking, it shows that statistics shows transportation is contributing to a very big percentage compared to any other item of fossil fuel usage in pollution and carbon dioxide production. That's the important thing. So if we get back to how much it will cost, how much it will save, it might be, and it will be soon. I'm feeling it, the whole world feeling it. The urgency is not how much, it's the injury, is the life itself on the planet.
Yes. Dr. Waly, to what extent does Egypt's tendency to manufacture the electric cars that run on, of course, the natural gas, to what extent would this contribute to attracting investments, especially since a number of companies confirmed their keenness to pump more investments and operate also new production lines within the framework of their plans to expand in the Egyptian market?
So we are talking now about something a little bit different. We are talking about another fuel, which is gas in this case.
Yes.
Of course, gas, it proved to be less polluting.
Yes.
In many things, and also it's available, and it proved to be less polluting, but still there is carbon dioxide is coming from it, and again the pollution is there. You cannot reduce drastically the volume of emission by using gas only. It might help in big power plants to generate electricity until we have totally, inshallah, sometime in the future, we will have a completely power plant coming by solar energy or renewable energy or clean energy in general.
Yes.
So again, if we look at this, this is very good. This is very good. This was a good step, and now it's in operation in Egypt for a long time now. But our turn to start getting with the world in a brand new field, green field, which is manufacturing electric automotive, electric car, electric bus, and of course electric train. This is already another story. But to have this in itself will at least maintain or give us a chance to get with the world into a new industry.
Yes.
Based on a classical one, which is automotive, but with different usage of energy and with different requirements, with cleaner and much more. Absolutely, you cannot compare an electric motor in a car moving for hundreds or 200 miles and zero emission. That's something, if you look at the world, if the world will go this, it will have a tremendous effect. So if we are keen, I was following the story, I mean, of our effort as a government and as individuals, I mean, individual companies, to get into this automotive business with electric cars, electric automotives. It is very interesting. It could be successful. It will be successful.
Yes. So, Doctor, how can we benefit from Egypt's location and also its entry into the field of automobile manufacturing in order to export to the Arab and the African countries?
Always our geographical unique and blessed, our unique position, I mean situation, as on the center of the world, actually, when it comes to Africa, Asia, and Europe, and the Suez Canal is there, then we could be a hub, actually, especially for any emerging market, and especially when there will be a demand, real demand. And we could be one of the first people to so I hope that the planners and those who are interested in getting into new phases of industry, new kinds of industry, especially such industry, automotive, electric automotive, to have in their mind that this will be a world trend for the coming generations, I mean decades. And we could have a very good stand in it because of our experience in general and the new elements of the industry, which we can capture quickly. We have the basic structure to carry on, and then we can be a manufacturing hub for such automotive, and then we can compete for export. And Africa could be one of our biggest market for this.
Yes, I thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your valuable information, Dr. Mostafa Waly, economic expert. Thank you very much for joining us over the phone. Well, with this, my dear viewers, we come to the end of this episode of our program, The Breakfast Show. I was in the company of my colleague, Mahisti Rabia. My name is Amal Mukhtar. Thank you for watching.